Hello everybody, welcome to Bass and Bonsai. Rug burn, back out on the road, on the side of the bank, just waiting for me to catch a big old bass, right? You are smack dab in the middle of me fishing. If you haven't watched the first topwater video, go back and watch it, but now we've regrouped. We just hit this area this morning, and it's not really early morning. It is 10:45 now. We got here about 9:45. So it took me about an hour of just messing around and fishing topwater, and got down there, started messing with some crappie right at the spillway. So in this video, I'm coming right back to the scene of the crime, and I'm hitting it again with chatterbaits. I may throw the topwater one more time or two, or a dozen, but we're gonna hit it with different chatterbaits. On our normal rod and reel for chatterbaits, we're gonna try out the 661 teton, which we were using for our topwater bait. We took that topwater bait we have now rigged up on our streamer rod with the Corrado BFS. So you're in for a treat. Buckle up, hang on. You might be on the chesty, you might be back here behind me, and let's catch some largemouth bass, or get wet trying, right? Right. That's a pretty good intro, wasn't it? Yeah, sure it was. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Oh, hang on. So I've already hit this whole area with, I started actually with chatterbait, and we caught a fish with this exact chatterbait, but it was on my big rod. So I talked about in the other video, seeing what this combo right here could do. So I figured, why not just try it right now? Right? So anyway, we have the Zillion on the 661 teton. We've got our 10-pound test line. We've got our, I hate to call it a jackhammer knockoff because they don't name it the jackhammer, but it's basically a pretty good copy of the jackhammer from AliExpress. It's only a $3.50 bait. That so far works very well. Oh yeah, I got a new hoodie, by the way. What do you guys think of that? My old nasty gray hoodie, that sucker was, oh boy. I've not had good luck with hoodies. Hopefully I don't lose this one. It lasts, it looks good. Hopefully when I do come to washing it, it doesn't just get all nasty. Thing hesitated. So this may be a little too heavy of a bait. I want to say this may be a 10-gram bait, but by the time you add a trailer, you got a lot more weight. But I kind of just want to see if the teton, you know, this may be the most all-around versatile rod that there is. Definitely I would say the reel is for sure, because you can cast way down low with that SV boost, and you can cast crazy, you know, big baits with the reel itself is a stout reel. It'll hold quite a bit of line. I mean, it's just a good, very good reel. In my opinion, it may be the best reel Daiwa was ever made. That's just my opinion. I can tell you I like it better than the original TDZs or Zillions. I like it better than the Alphas. Yeah, I'd say this is probably the best reel they've ever made. The SV Boost spool is definitely, in my opinion, the best spool that maybe them or anybody's ever made. I would like to see them come out with the Boost BFS spool. That's what I really like to see. I'd like to see them even lighten this SV spool, you know, maybe just call it SV Boost BFS, I don't know, Power BFS, you know, go crazy, make everybody insane. Start to think, I got one. I'm starting to think, oh, well, it almost worked. He's in the boat. Oh boy, hold still. Did it work? Sort of. I think it may be a touch on the heavy side for the 661. Probably better for the filling rod. But it worked. Look at that. Whee! So, let's just switch. That AliExpress chatterbait is definitely legit. Let's give this one a shot, right? We do have our new AliExpress. That's a Z-Man original with our AliExpress little trailer we're trying out also. Let's go. Got another one. Well, the old looks like that AliExpress knockoff is what's working. Probably the color. It's got a little more white in it. Look at that. Let's get a pick real quick. Let's get a pick. Got a pick. Let's try a jumper. These little ones seem to be jumpers. So let's try him real quick. These little guys, they tend to be jumpers. Oh boy, he wants it. He wants it. You can tell he's wanting it. Oh yes! Woo! Them little ones are jumpers. Alright, this dam is where the action is. I don't know if you guys can make out that. Let me try to back up. Let you guys see just the stuff that pops up on that depth finder. It's like that. There's something suspended there. I'm not sure what that is for sure, but earlier when I came through there, I mean, it's just insane some of the stuff that's up and on this dam. I think because the wind's been blowing in there. Anyway, I don't know what's lucky, if it's my combo I've thrown together or my hoodie, but we got some luck going today. That little knockoff just worked. And yes, this is probably, as far as favorite all-around rod that will cover into BFS up to regular gear, like I've talked about before, the Teton 661. Reel would, pretty simple really, the Zillion or the Corrado BFS. My top two picks, and it's really a toss-up. If you're tend to be throwing, I got another one. Oh, he spit it out. You guys didn't even see that, did you? Oh my god. Now that could have been a case of not enough rod to get a good hook set, a longer cast, but it is doable, right? You can do it. What was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, the Zillion, if you're going to be throwing bigger stuff, typically more, but just occasional throwing lighter stuff. But you'd probably want a little bit stouter rod. I'd probably get the filling rod. The Zillion and the filling would probably be, if you're just every so often, you know, dipping into the BFS stuff. But if you're living in kind of BFS stuff and you're throwing bigger stuff with your BFS stuff, I would go with the Corrado BFS and this Teton 661. If you just want an all-around BFS, the streamer and the Corrado. Oh, that could have been a hit. Oh. But the Teton 661 is just as good as well. And the Teton 632 ultralight isn't bad because it says ultralight, but it'll get into the, it's decent for the light stuff also. But I really do like the filling rod. It's just more money. $75 you can get a 662 Teton. Also the Dark Wolf Ultra. I guess if you're the budget one would be get the 662 with the Dark Wolf Ultra and forget about it. You're talking $75 each, $155, you know, with tax and all, in a very good setup. Now you got to do the magnet trick. Can't believe I missed that bass. Let's abandon that altogether. Let's try this dude right quick. Just because. Pretty, doesn't it? starting to kind of clear off a little bit. Got one. Oh. Kind of pulled it clean as something, a little chunk of grass or something. Looks like I nailed it. Oh, come off, I need a pick. Come here. Get in the boat. Whoa. Now that dude's kind of white, like he was out deeper. Look at that. That fish looks totally different what we've caught. Maybe he came up from deeper water, I don't know. That fish does look like a whole different area, body of water, species of fish, than what we've been catching. But we caught it on the joker. Do we have a jumper? Sure we do. Whee! All right. So once again, our Probero's bait shows that it definitely catches bass. Just to try it and to get this, I know I got a lot of favorites. My favorite combo for light all-around BFS in. We're going to try topwater again. Now, in the other video, go check it out if you haven't watched it yet. We caught a bunch using the 661 teton with this topwater John Koo AliExpress bait. But now we're trying the I'm going to call this Corrado BFS XG on the streamer. That is a 5'8" 2-piece light rod. Lure Star streamer from AliExpress. So I'm going to try topwater briefly, and then I'm going to rig up another little crank with this bait, with this rod and reel. But before I totally abandon, I'm seeing all kinds of fish right out here on the side scan that I may go try to hit with something here in a second. But before those clouds completely, you know, I just want to hit topwater again real quick and then rig up something else on this and get this in the mix. But this is definitely my favorite. So if I had to have one rod and reel combo to take BFS fishing, you know, on little pits, ponds, small lakes, that kind of stuff, this is it. Now but that's considering I'm going to have other rod and reels to throw bigger stuff and all that kind of stuff. If I just had the one, it would probably be this reel on that Teton 662, because it is definitely just the extra length. You guys see that? We got him. Oh, he came off. I had him. I felt him for just a second. He may hit again. Let me stay back. I'm gonna try this while I'm talking about the two rods. I'm also gonna talk about how do you catch that fish. You just missed a fish, whether it be on top water, maybe blew up on your frog or whatever. You know he's there. What are your best options to get him? It'd probably be to pick up that worm right now and throw it over there. But I'm gonna try this real quick. Sometimes they'll come right back if they didn't really feel those hooks. Like that right there. Oh, see how he's hitting at that? So there's something, that could be the same fish. And he moved it closer to us, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. But he may be just like me. Oh, I missed it. You know. So I'm gonna try this. A couple more casts. If I don't get him on this, I'm gonna pick up that Chatterbait. There we go. Got him that time. And this drag always comes loose. I've talked about it in several videos. And he came off. I fish with loose drags, but this, you guys comment if you've had that issue. I feel this Corrado, like the drag stack mushes together and it loosens itself up over setting after a while. Anyway, oh my God, how many times can I miss the same fish? And you guys could also say that it has something to do with my rod, you know, not enough length to sweep the line. But I don't think that's the case on that one. I think that was, I don't know what that was. I should have had that fish. He hit it enough times. I maybe just did not let him take that enough. Right, he may have just been batting at it. Probably won't hit again. Could have been a few fish in there fighting over it. So before I leave, let me just slap this down real quick. It does not hurt. Two, I'm going to hit that same spot. This chatterbait. I had another fish. That fish, I think that's a different one. I think there's a group of them, but that thing had it as soon as it hit the water. All right, regroup, Pickling. Come on. We're going to catch a fish out of this spot. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. Turn the boat again. Come on, boat. Turn. Got him. Oh no, I can't. No, I got him. Coming right at me. Oh my gosh. Got him that time. Jeez, I'm trying to get the trolling motor. We're stirring up mud along the dam. Look at these little white devils over here. So we got him to hit that finally. So we've come to the conclusion that our hang on. Oh, he's been hooked before. Let me show you guys that. See that? I did not do that. That little devil's been hooked before. And he's a jumper. So what we have going on here is, I don't know what, but right over there, how I'm making it out, there's a dead piece, there's like live little clumps, and then there's a little tree or dead something with no life on it sticking out. And right over in that area, right in there, is where I keep getting whacked. And I think there's a group of little fish right there. Got him. Yep, there's a group of them. So I got them fired up now, I think. I don't know how many are there. The trick is just keep the boat away. So we have definitely figured out if you go back and watch the first video, throwing that little bitty 6-gram bait to the full-size chatterbait, that this little combo is capable. 662 or 1, this is a 1 teton, light rod, zillion. Zillion would honestly be my first choice, but it's a $280 reel. The Corrado BFS would be my next, which is a $175 reel. The CU double, CU double's a rod. The Dark Wolf Ultra reel would be my budget one, or in all honesty, the lingle on here. But you can't get the lingle anymore. Hopefully they come back. If the lingle comes back, I would put that right in there with the Dark Wolf Ultra, but probably the Dark Wolf Ultra. Just because of overall and pumpability. But yeah, that's what okay. So I'm gonna wrap up this video. Put it into it. We'll just call it, we definitely checked out the capabilities of the Zillion on the Teton 661 or 2. Stay tuned though, I'll probably have another video talking about this rod and reel and the other alternatives you could use, but for that all-around BFS combo that kind of touches into the regular bait casting gear, right? Anyway, if you like this one, stay tuned. We'll call it part 2. Their part 1's the top water, was primarily this and other stuff, and then part 2 is, you know, we got into the chatterbaits and seen how well it works with regular size chatterbaits. That is that little knockoff one from AliExpress. Awesome bait. I recommend these. That's an awesome color too, but they make several colors. Anyway, thanks for watching. Get out, go bass bonsai for yourself, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. Don't forget, stay tuned for part 3. It's coming.